Hello everybody and welcome to How To Zeepkist Season 1 Bank Turns. Let's go. We're going to turn off players to try and help a little bit with frames right now. There are some jumps here at the beginning. You really don't have to do anything with them. Just try and stay straight. Now this is where we're going to start going into some more speed with your bank turns. They're going to feel very different. I find that typically on something like this, you want to enter more or less mid and then cut in. So we're going to be cutting in and trying to stay as close to that inside line as possible. We're going to keep going. Now, if I remember correctly, we're going to stay roughly mid, and even though there's turns, think of it almost like a straight line. You're barely turning, and all you're doing is getting from one side of this hump to the other. We're going to keep going. There is a break point right here to go down to 160. And with that, once you go down that low, you're going to be able to cut in really nice and tight here and try and exit middle. And keep going. Again, same kind of thing. We're going to be breaking down to like 160 around here and then cutting in nice and tight, trying to exit roughly middle. There's a little jump here that I want to say you want arms up on, if I remember correctly. I don't know if I've ever had 160 here. So yeah, there's almost like a little mini jump here because of the way that the pieces are aligned. But we're going to try and get, again, towards the middle, cut down, and try and stay as low as possible. But with this one, it's kind of difficult to stay that low. So one of the two things you can do is, one, you're either going to start and stay more towards that middle line and then cut in later, or a slower thing would typically be cutting in really close and then just exiting wide. So we're going to go in and we're going to show how this track plays. I do have players off for this one because of not sure. Oh, no, not yet. Nate, that's going to be a later one. I do have players off for this one due to frame issues. Probably should have changed my settings before this. I do apologize for the gameplay. This is significantly worse than when I was playing this in a private lobby. I try and go low and then cutting out. Try and cut in and exiting middle. Do I lag in real life? That's the question. So we're going to try and focus up a little bit here and look at a little bit more of these techniques. I don't know how I got my speed. Let's see. Is there booster RNG at the start? There is. Wonderful. So that's something we're going to be going over a bit more next week. I didn't notice it on this one before, but there is a thing called booster RNG where you can actually gain or lose speed based off of it. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Codewalt has it in this map, considering it's a newer map. But again, we're going to try and go towards the middle. And then cut in. Try and stay low. So I guess I'm starting a little bit middle there. And we're just like ever so slightly turning to try and eliminate any jumps, any airtime. I started that entrance to that turn a little bit too late, but it does work. You see that little jump I mentioned? And like I mentioned, you can kind of like stay wide and try and like use that slightly lower speed to not end up skidding out. Yeah, you can see -3 speed just because of the booster RNG. It's one of the annoying things in this level, but Can't believe you forgot to start late so I could join late early on time. Yeah, if you want, R2I, if you want to see what you missed, these episodes will be going up on YouTube. But yeah, there's going to be some of that. It's not only boosters, though, it's boosters and fans. So we're going to be going over, first of all, the benefits and the downfalls of both of them, as well as how to take each one. And, you know, what you're going to be looking out for when you see them, and different, like, ways that you can approach. Editor cut out all that shit talking I was doing. Again, another one of those things is like being able to like break later. On a map like that, like this, it can be relatively difficult to do it, but yeah. So the big thing that you're focusing on with these things is trying to make sure that you're staying as low as possible, typically, and sometimes strategically losing speed, but typically not by braking, by transferring that speed into potential energy so that you can gain it back at a later point when you need it. I wish this was a less laggy map, because that part right there is a really good spot to practice those turns. Yep, you can see having too much speed there, you're going to slide out a bit. You're not going to be able to make that turn. So yeah. Finally had good booster RNG at the start. Well, how could I forget about mentioning? November 5th is going to be a very special Jammer Band. We're going to be hosting a release party for my newest song. And that song is going to be called The Dark Side of the Sun. So make sure you are all there for that, because it is a banger. I would like to thank everyone for watching the video, and if you are new here, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.